Biggest question, do you need to major in education? The answer is what's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Lee and I'm so thankful for you for watching my channel and subscribing. Almost at 10k. So I have a big surprise for you when I finally hit 10k. I'm thinking about this for so long, so please subscribe if you haven't already and you just wait for that 10k announcement. Okay, so the biggest question I always get asked is if majoring in education is necessary to become a teacher. Then on my Instagram I kind of opened that up and I asked people to ask me questions that they want to know before they go into teaching or that they want to know while they're doing their program. Okay, number one, what was the hardest thing in your journey of becoming a teacher? My biggest struggle was finances because my family struggled a lot financially and I had to support myself through college, through grad school and all of that. And so thinking about my finances and then also just deciding which master's degree I wanted, that was difficult. But I knew I wanted to go to Biola for grad school and that was it too. So I'm a teacher's aide and want to be a teacher. Is there online classes to take that fits my schedule? Definitely. For teaching credentials, there's a bunch that are offered online. So if you just type in online teaching credential on Google, I promise you, you're going to find so many options. And I believe Biola is also offering a fully online program as well. 3, how old were you when you first started teaching? I was 24 when I became a TA. I graduated from college when I was 22 and then I started subbing and then I was working on my credentials. 4, in the process of becoming a teacher, were there moments when you were doubtful of the whole thing? Girl, it happens to me all the time. I doubt things all the time when things aren't going the way that I thought they were, or if I get bad feedback, or if things are really difficult and I think, why am I here? Am I not doing a good job? And even during my credential program, there's a time where I failed part of the TPAs, which I talked about in one of my other videos, and that really got me down because I thought if this is meant to be, then everything would just go smoothly. But you know, it's life and that doesn't happen all the time. And so I'm still here, I'm still going strong, and then there are days where things are going really well and I'm so thankful for this job. 5, what is a good starting job on the field while you're still in college to get one foot in through the door? So tutoring, definitely. Work at summer camps because you'll be working at a school at a summer camp, and if they ever need subs or if they need a TA, you're already there. 3, try to find a TA job, although when you're in college it's a little more difficult, but once you're done with college you can definitely be a TA. So those 3 things are really essential, and just work with kids as much as you can. 6, how did you come to terms with the salary you'd be earning from teaching? That was a huge one, and it really just came from me talking to God all the time about, are you sure you want me to be a teacher? Because financially my family struggles all the time and I want to be able to help them, and this teaching salary is quite, and I don't want to say that it's low because there's many jobs where people get paid even less than teachers, but I just mean for the amount of work that you're putting in and the amount that you're getting back financially is not a lot. I just left it in God's hands and I said, if you want me to do this, I know you're gonna take care of me, it's okay. And then I house sit, I babysit, and I tutor, so I do all of that on the side. 7, who encouraged you to become a teacher? I also talked to my pastor's wife and I just kind of mentioned I think education would be a good place for me to start, and then they said, you know what, do it. And I said, okay. Why did you choose elementary school? So I chose elementary school because I knew that middle school and high school, there's a lot of attitude. Not saying that there isn't in 4th and 5th grade, there is, but I like talking to younger ones and I love the curriculum that we teach. Biggest question, do you need to major in education? The answer is no, you don't. It does help when you are applying for a teaching credential program to have education as a background, but it's okay because you could be a business major and then find out, you know what, business isn't for me. And when you apply for a teaching credential program, you usually always go through an interview. So you can tell them, I actually would love to be a teacher, and then I've worked with kids here, or I volunteered here, and then they'll start to realize, oh, okay, like you were able to work with kids, and that's what's really important because they care more about your personality than anything in teaching. How is the certification process for you? It was a holy cow, I worked so much. I worked like 5 jobs while going to school full time and doing my fieldwork hours. It was a lot, but also because I worked 5 jobs because they weren't all full time. They're all part-time because I was trying to survive. But it was great because I had it at Biola, and so I had God's strength and just being reminded that He loves me and He's there for me through these hard times. I just powered through it. Does your religion have anything to do with your decision? Of course. I don't like to see my belief in God as a religion because it's more of a relationship I have with God because of Jesus. Jesus. Ooh, big one. How did you deal with people telling you that you won't make a lot of money? Oh, and in the beginning, when I was trying to become a teacher, people would always talk you out of it. But when you feel very confident about something, just go for it. And once you're there, people aren't really going to talk about it negatively anymore because it's your job. Unless they expect you to just quit and start over, which most friends will not, unless you're unhappy. But usually they'll stop those conversations once you're in it. How did your families and relatives react when you decided to become a teacher? I'm Asian, and they were not so happy about it. That's huge. For the longest time, when I told my parents I'm thinking about being a teacher, they said no, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be anything other than teacher, because financially, of course, they want you to be comfortable. But I'm okay. And so when I told my parents, it was after a really difficult time for my family, and I was just very unhappy. I was a sociology major and I wasn't doing well in any of my classes, and I was babysitting and I was teaching Sunday school, and I told my parents I really like working with kids. And so my parents saw me volunteer with children, and they realized fit very perfectly working with kids all day, every day. And so they're finally okay with it. And financially, you know what, guys? I'm okay right now. And I think for every season that I'm in, God is going to take care of me. So right now I have everything I need, and that's more than enough. How do you volunteer for before you start working? So you can definitely go to your public school district and just say, hi, like what can I do to shadow someone or to put in some volunteer hours, and the district will be able to help you. Or you can look on some of the websites that I've said, like EdJoin, or you can go to caisca.org, and then you could see some potential postings. And then, or also just type in like Google volunteer and then see what you find in your area. Google is amazing. Not sponsored, just saying. What grade did you want to teach before actually teaching? Second grade. I thought second grade was my perfect spot. I thought that was everything I wanted because the kids are cute, but they also know pretty much how to read. They give you hugs, and I thought it was great. But you pretty much just go where the job is. And so I got a 5th grade teaching position, and that was when I realized I love teaching older kids. Yeah, they give me some attitude, but we can talk about really deep things, and they inspire and surprise me almost every day. And they say really funny things. When did you first know you wanted to become a teacher? I knew when I was in 3rd grade. I had a teacher who wrote very neatly on the board, and that's when I knew I want to be a teacher because I want to write on the board every day. But then after a while with finances, I was like, maybe I'll be a nutritionist, maybe I'll be a pediatrician. And then after struggles of depression, which I'll be talking about in my next video about overcoming my depression in college, I realized, you know what, let me try to change my major to liberal studies. And it was the smoothest transition I could have ever asked for. What were some deciding factors when you decided to be a teacher? Honestly, I didn't even know if it would really work out. I just jumped into it. I was a liberal studies major, and with liberal studies, you're pretty much kind of locked in with your career choice because it's basically preparing you for the education field. So I just went for it. So yeah, what was I majoring in? So I majored in liberal studies. My school at UC Riverside, they didn't have education as a major, they only had it as a minor. But liberal studies, basically you're taking a bunch of different classes because as an elementary school teacher, you're going to teach a bunch of different subjects. But if your school offers education, you can major in it, or you can major in something else. It depends if you want to teach middle school or high school. I always say it's better to really get your head in and learn as much as you can about a subject if you're going to teach middle school or high school. But elementary, it really doesn't matter because in your credential program, they are going to cover everything. Every subject possible, your credentialing program should go over it. So those are all the questions that I got on my Instagram. Please let me know if you want me to do another one of these, and I'll be more than happy to answer questions for you guys because I know that it's hard and sometimes you don't know if you want to make the change. You don't know if you can transition fully or what the process is like. So I'm here for you because I've been through it. I had so many questions when I was in college. So please let me know. And we're almost at 10K. So please like and subscribe and share to whoever you can. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye, Billy. Billy, say bye. Bye.